In this section you find all insights on your uploaded projects. The black submenu navigates between different tools for insights. They can vary from detailed written assessments towards quick public opinions, self-assessments, or hybrid models like custom questions, for instance. Let's look first at uploaded projects. Once you upload a project, an overview card is created here. Then comes the score of each file, which we accumulate across all received reviews. And then shortcuts to specific categories of your review. At the bottom is your unique link whom you can copy and share directly to receive a review wherever you want. Be aware, people can give you feedback even without the need to register with Getme. Let's go back to the area where you can evaluate the reviews. When you receive a new review, this button turns blue. On top you see the advisor who gave you the feedback. Below is their feedback. We extract each onto a separate card. So if you have different comments on a single file, you will see the file multiple times. Read or listen carefully to each comment and evaluate how much you like the feedback. Choose disrespectful if you think the comment is inappropriately harsh and the reviewer does not argue their point of view but rather insults you. Select unhelpful when a comment tells you nothing interesting, is boringly obvious, or you simply choose to disagree with this advice. Choose helpful if you feel encouraged by this comment, if it matches with what you intended to say with this work. The comment may not provide any new insights, but strengthens your belief in this project and your skills. Choose brilliant insights if the comment gives you new ideas or opens up a very interesting, unthought perspective. While reading and evaluating the comments, you have with registered advisors the option in this field to ask a question or initiate a discussion by writing why you disagree with their idea. Once you're connected with the advisor, they will see each question you ask in the conversation area in detail. For more info, please see the tutorial over there. Once you give each comment a review, our algorithm analyzes the results and suggests a possible next action. If you use this slider in the upload section, promising that you will compensate reviewers an X amount of money if you feel that the feedback is really helpful, now is the best time to do so. Of course, only pay if you feel that this was a great review and that the feedback and future discussions with this advisor will help you to evolve your own skills and broaden your creative horizon. Once paid, we connect you with this advisor for direct consultations and send them now all clarifying questions. Otherwise, we don't do this to cut each participant's time waste to a minimum. Once connected with an advisor, direct talks can be initiated via the conversations area, or when uploading a new project you find them in the trusted advisors section. If you do not like the review and do not wish to pay, we disconnect both parties permanently. Another use case can be that you ask an already trusted advisor to give you on a new project a review as well. When selecting them in the upload section, you see here their hourly rate for you. In the time when they give you feedback, they use our integrated time counter that once finished sends you a payment request into the inbox. So in order to see these trusted advisor reviews, you need first to confirm the payment. We agree that this approach carries more risk in it to not receive every time the expected insights, but already trusted advisors usually work hard to keep you as a regular student, because finding new students is often much harder than keeping the old ones satisfied. One big uniqueness of Getme is that advisors can decide to be fully anonymous, which often creates the question, how do I know that this advisor has the needed experience to give me a qualitative opinion? The answer is, you don't know it. And that is, in our view, a big advantage, because this way you have to rely solely on your own opinion. This uncertainty will force you to look for more evidence by collecting more reviews instead of pivoting or discarding a reviewer's idea too fast. Let's look quickly into the submenu structure. All new, unread and thus uncategorized reviews go to inbox. Everything you already evaluated goes into the other sections. At latest, you see all comments from a single advisor combined in one review card and sorted by the time when you evaluated the reviews. The amount of comments on a file is indicated by this icon. If you want to see a description, click on the blue info icon, click again to hide it, or alternatively use this cross. This area shows you the comments. We now see the project's file. But if you want to see, for instance, a highlighted area that a reviewer attached or the screenshot they left, simply click on the comment. The pen icon indicates a drawing is attached to a comment, and if it's a screenshot, then you see it through this camera icon. This area shows your selected opinion on this comment. Click on it if you like to make a change. If you see an audio comment, press play here. If you realize that the language is not the one that is displayed here, click on it to change the language. If the spoken message does not match any of the listed languages, just select not listed. A little side tip: enter in the settings area in the general section the languages you speak fluently, especially in the mentally intense process of well-articulated feedback. As a standard, we always activate English if nothing is entered here. Time-specific reviews from audio and video files are displayed by the color of the initial slider. The name of the slider you can see here. If you want to ask an advisor a question about your feedback, enter it here. This feature, of course, only works with registered users at Getme. Once you press send, the advisor will see the message in your dedicated chat room that you have for every project and conversation partner separately. If we go to Brilliant Insights, the difference to latest is that you now see all comments which you decided are brilliant insights. The same goes for helpful, unhelpful and disrespectful. If there are several comments, scroll through them, and if you changed your opinion on a comment, just click here to change it. The sortings like strengths, weaknesses, next steps and links are not influenced by you, but is more how the advisors categorize their feedback. To move back, just click the arrow button here. Through the right top card menu, you can edit your project and delete it, or move it into draft mode, or vice versa, publish it. If you want, for instance, to invite more people via email to review your project, go to Edit Project, then scroll down to Private Invite, activate the section again and add new emails here and then press Publish. Let's have a look at the other feedback tools. At Custom Questions, we show each question you ask on a single project in a separate card. So if you ask multiple questions, you will see multiple cards. To see the different answers, click the left and right buttons. These questions reviewers can answer while giving you feedback, but it is also possible to display these questions directly in our public feed. Just allow your project during upload to be also accessible in our public feed section. This way you can quickly collect additional insights for free. The Choose the Best section allows you currently only for image files to find amongst many files the ones others prefer. This option is currently only available through our public feed section. At last, we want to emphasize quickly again that we show you a dedicated help video at every section of Getme.